Big Z Reviews. In the Shadow of the Moon is a new Netflix film, mystery, sci-fi, crime, drama, all mixed into one. And I did enjoy it, but I had a few problems with it. But as a whole, I did, especially for a streaming film, it is pretty good.
It's a normal, boring shift. Too much, Dad?
It's like a puncture wound.
Boys across town just got 2 more bodies. Said both had some kind of mark on their neck. We got 3 random victims with times of death and minutes apart. Bodies are miles apart. How's that work?
Suspect heading west across Liberty.
So this was directed by Jim Mickle, and it mainly stars Boyd Holbrook. And it is, to talk about any of it, you do kind of have to slightly spoiler it. So if you want to go into the film completely blind, you may just want to do that. Because, even if mentioning that it is a sci-fi film, you get it kind of early on, and it's kind of obvious what it might be having, but it doesn't come out fully until later in the film. But, this is a time travel movie. So this is, a crime thriller, but it's a time travel film. So, and there's, it does, decade jumping. In the beginning, they have the scene, then they go, and they keep jumping, and that it's an interesting idea where, the time travel, they don't go too much into how it works, but, essentially, right at the beginning of the film, there's a bunch of seemingly random people are just, kind of, their brains explode. And all the thing that signs them, they have 3 dots on the back of their neck. And the main character, Boyd Holbrook, and along with Michael C. Hall, they want to try to, they're trying to find out, who's going on a killing spree. And yeah, there's some interesting stuff it was in this film. They try to do a lot of things with it. But I think my biggest problem with it, with the decade jumping, and it makes it cool, it's the idea that he's going forward in time, and the time traveler, Cleopatra Coleman, is going backwards in time. In each time they meet, and each time they're he's so different, but she's the same. But it's some tricky things that's going on. But I liked a lot of that. But I think that you don't, because they have so much to do in the movie that's not too long, I never get a chance to just kind of see who this person is, who Locke, Boyd Holbrook's character, who he is. In the beginning of the film, his wife is having a baby, and he seems really smart, and he's a young cop that wants to be a detective, and he's, trying to solve this case. And each time he gets more obsessed as time goes on, and with this time traveling serial killer. But he gets more. I don't each time you get an introduction of okay, this is now what his life is like now, and you have 5 minutes of that. So it feels each time I don't get enough of who his character is. I never really get enough time with him. I get a little bit, but it's just I don't have enough time that I don't really care for him. I don't care. I don't feel for him like I should. I think just because of so much jumping, I never get a chance to kind of breathe and let them know who these characters are and what they're like and what they're doing. Maybe if there was more of a mystery, if he had especially maybe in the second time it happened, if maybe he was trying to solve those mysteries more than just immediately, oh, a time traveler again, but. It's a really enjoyable film. Again, whenever I watch them on Netflix, I always think that if I saw it in theaters, would I be more critical of it? But, this is an enjoyable film. I liked my time with it. And how the time travel works, I know other times I get kind of mixed into it, I don't know. But, I think what they did, it kind of would work. But they don't try to explain too much of it. So that's why I think it's safer in time travel if you just don't try to explain too much, then you can kind of fudge all the facts. But I liked what they did with it. It was interesting. And I would recommend it. I'd probably give it like an 8.5 out of 10. It's a pretty fun little film on Netflix that I would definitely recommend if you have it. But thanks for watching. Check out the replay from my head and subscribe to Net Z over there. Thanks. This has been a Big Z movie review. Thanks for watching.